because it's like hitting my wall, and so the camera keeps adjusting the saturation. It's driving me crazy.
Okay, we are in fact live, but I am going to play a little bitty. It's okay. Like give the people a second to get here.
Speaking of which,
I am going to be playing a little tiny thing, and please ignore the music that I picked on a very fast, really emergency basis because I forgot that I had deleted the old music. So here goes.
Cute.
There was. Yep. Sorry. My panic thing. But I'm look at this is our second official one. I know I had a charity stream one in between. However, I'm up in my production quality. Hello. I'm Aaryn with Even Footing Games, and welcome to Game That Name. I know it says Name That Game right there, but I didn't want to risk my sharing screen going away. So that's the first part of the game. With me are my three lovely contestants. Lovely contestants, you were already introduced in the thing, so I'm just going to say Rick from Hammpod is here, DJ from One Shots Tavern is here, and Kayla is here from Potions and Potpourri. Amazing.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yay.
Okay. So this game show is I'm your host, Aaryn. I think I already said that. I'm terrible. This game show has two parts, and my phone is ringing because that's how stuff works.
No, it's not. It's not ringing. Just pretend like it's not.
Yeah, no, it's that I have stuff in front of me on my phone to read from, so that I have three screens.
Amazing.
Because two is not enough. I have, so the first part of our game, I'm going to describe a game. I will have the text that I have up for everyone to see. The contestants will be able to raise their hand to let me know that they have an idea of what that game might be based on the text of kind of the setting. All of these are going to be trying to be very setting specific. There will be no use of games that use our legends or Old Gods of Appalachia. We are only doing indie games, so no D&D, no Pathfinder. Easy peasy. But we're going to start it off. And here's our first question. In a world where the sun exploded and humanity struggles to hold on to what little light they have, the players will pilot exosuits called Sparks, exploring the dark ruins of an old Earth, searching for technology and knowledge that may bring about a new dawn.
Andrew's going to kill me. He talks to me about this all the time.
Yeah, the Sparks thing sounds really familiar. Actually, I probably should have started with this, but I don't know a ton about indie game mechanics.
This is from Gila RPGs, isn't it?
By the way, I was going to say that you actually get a bonus point if you get the publisher or writer. And so right now, DJ got a bonus point because he knew it was by Gila RPGs.
I mean, it's not Lancer.
No.
I'm sorry, it's not what?
DJ said no, so it's not.
Are we supposed to raise our hands?
Yes, because I don't have a buzzer situation.
I mean, DJ didn't raise his hand for his bonus point answer.
That's true, I didn't. But oh my gosh, Andrew's going to absolutely just destroy me. I'm like going over them in my brain because this is like one of the ones that we sat and like we interviewed Spencer. We interviewed Spencer on One Shot Tavern.
DJ also told me that He was absolutely going to be destroyed. He was not going to know any games, and I was like, I don't think it's as hard as you think it is. But
To be fair, he still doesn't know the game.
that's fair.
All right, I'm going to pass, but I do know it is from Gila RPG.
Rick or Kayla, do you want to take a guess?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. It's Nova.
Nova.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's really good. As are all
Is
of
it?
Spencer's
Is it?
games on Gila RPG. Sorry.
It's okay. We are going to move on to the next one. And the very observant among people might notice that there will be hints in the color of the question that comes up.
Oh.
So this last one was a red one. The cover of the game is red.
Okay. All right.
I like that art a lot.
In its industrial age, it sits in the smoke-shrouded hub of humankind, surrounded by a world of lurking horrors and cosmic interference. The underground spreads beneath our feet, and the stars loom above. You are an explorer, breeding places too far for maps and too old for records. Your expeditions touch the bizarre, wondrous, and horrific. You search for riches, but also arcana, mysterious devices with unnatural powers.
This is Numenera from Money Cook Games.
It is not.
No way. Oh, no.
And just so everybody's aware, I take these directly from the publisher, so I'm not changing the words up to be tricky. So, I mean, games could have similar vibes for sure. But this is not from Numenera.
That's crazy to me.
You know, last time you picked all the games that I knew. This time I'm like, I've never heard of any of these games. Like, they do not sound familiar at all. 0%.
Anybody trying?
All right. So it's industrial age.
Yeah. With cosmic horror elements.
That's interesting.
It's funny because I know that it's not Crucible of Aether. But that also fits Crucible of Aether, which nobody would know. All right. Is it one of the In the Dark games? Forged in the Dark? Or Blades in the Dark?
No, we're wrong ones.
Oh no, wrong ones.
Did we get any kind of hints?
This I will tell you the publisher, which might help. It is by Free League Publishing.
That doesn't narrow it down at all. There's so many games that they publish.
I've barely scratched the surface with Free League so far.
Yeah, they have so many.
Okay. It's Into the Odd.
Okay, I've at least heard of that one. I know nothing about it.
I have heard of it as well.
Oh, I saw somebody talk about that recently. The art is gorgeous for that.
Yeah, I knew previously nothing about the setting. Now I do. So thanks, Aaryn.
You're welcome. Okay, next one. And like, if no one gets this one, I might cry. So
Babies and broadswords.
No. Unfortunately, I figured you all would know Babies and Broadswords. Dueling is sexy.
Oh, thirsty sword lesbians.
Wait a second. Let me get the whole question.
I knew it too. You have to raise your hand, DJ.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I would fail on them, actually.
Dueling is sexy. But do you know what's sexier than combat? That slower, high-tension duel that occurs before any damage is done, before any blow is even struck. The duel of word and wit and melodramatic motion and threatening maneuvers.
Oh, I'll pass this one
Kayla.
off to Kayla.
Thirsty sword lesbians.
No, it is not.
What?
What? No. Okay, now I have to reread it because I stopped listening because I was so sure.
I know.
Do you know what's sexier than combat? That slower, high-tension duel that occurs before any damage is done. Before any.
No. Rick.
Listen,
I
listen.
know that you have talked about this one.
Have I? Because
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
This is rough, Aaryn. It's hurting
Yeah,
my
this is-
feelings.
This is very difficult. Oh my god, there's 18 slides. We have so many more.
I'll have you know, I started this podcast with Andrew to explore new
Have you
games
guys played
that
this
I didn't.
before, Aaryn?
No.
Have I played this? I have not played it.
Okay, so it's not Sexy Battle Wizards or whatever.
No, and I actually haven't played Sexy Battle Wizards yet because I play it on Wednesday.
Dueling is sexy.
I got nothing.
It's yellow. It's yellow. I don't know.
I can't believe it's not Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
I know. That was such a misdirect.
I know. Sorry.
Rude, Aaryn.
Okay, you guys, some of you, I hope, are going to feel like you need to kick yourselves. It's I Have the High Ground by Jess Levine.
Talked about it this much. I have not read anything about it.
I have never heard of that. So.
I was like, hey, we could do this. I did not read anything about it.
But I am intrigued now.
Yes. It is a kind of a spin on the Star Warsy stuff.
We're bad at this.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
You know. The high ground Star Wars, what?
I know. All right. Let's see. I can't even remember what's next. I hope it gets easier. Oh no, not really. Not with this one. The Fae were here before we were. They have not forgotten. Their forms are multitude, their powers are incalculable. They have mastery of the world, the wild, and what they have fashioned for themselves when nature rebelled against them is absolute. They press against the edges of our world, watching, waiting. They pick at the seams and wait for the barrier between us and them to unravel. They are coming. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Sorry.
This one actually sounds familiar.
It sounds really
that's
good.
good.
I feel like I've read this recently. This description. Yeah.
Alana says that they've read the description somewhere. I know that you have because
I have too.
I made a little video mentioning it, so it's
Trixie.
Of course.
To be fair, I don't know a lot about like really indie TTRPGs in the first place, so I'm already starting off on the wrong foot here.
Okay, this is by a pretty well-known writing team, and I will give this. This is a couple of Drakes, which are a husband-wife team whose last name is Drake. And they also wrote Court of Blades, which is a Forged in the Dark. This is not a Forged in the Dark. This is a Lumen game.
Oh, it's a Lumen game. Also by Spencer from Killer RPG.
You're their biggest
Aaryn,
fan, obviously.
I feel like you had much higher expectations for all of us.
Yeah, because Rick, you said you were going to destroy everyone.
Because last time they were so easy, and I was like, "Oh my god, I know all of these."
So when you said
I don't know any of these,
when you said to study up on itch.io games, like the top games, I did that, but unfortunately, I could not separate the indie video games from the indie TTRPGs, and so put them all together.
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
So if Five Nights at Freddy comes up,
got it.
Freddy Fazbear.
Okay, are we going away from this?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think we all fail.
Okay, this is Hedge.
Yeah, okay. Yep. This is one I actually did put on our list to try.
So really we should be shaming DJ right now.
Yes, you absolutely should. And Jordana, I see you in chat. Listen, I'm the only one with a point on the board.
Yep.
So
a Porto, okay.
Got real spicy.
I was so certain I was about to get a point, but alas.
I was ready to let you have that point too.
All right. shifts the focus from the perspective of a single shifts the focus to the perspective of a single magical item and its history as it passes through the hands of many different keepers. You'll feel the weight of the time as the item is lost and abandoned again and again, the dust and decay piling up around it until it's found again by someone new.
I got nothing.
I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm.
This one's not familiar to me at all.
Yeah, not even remotely.
And it actually doesn't really sound like something I probably would have spent a lot of time reading initially, because it doesn't sound like something that would have grabbed my interest right away.
Oh man, I read this description and immediately bought it.
No, I would too,
let me check
because
my
this
email
sounds
right quick.
Yeah.
wonderful.
Look at the receipts
Check
for
your
Aaron's
email.
games.
A TTRPG.
Yeah, that's
focus
actually
on items that like go from user to user is kind of genius.
Is it Sisterhood of the Traveling Magical Item?
no.
What it should be called.
Yeah.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Magical Pants.
Okay, this one is
Artifact.
Artifact.
Also, never heard of this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move right along. An archipelago-based fishing town separated by its various islands gathers annually to celebrate the turn of the harvest. A collective of magical artists embarks on an ambitious project, a guerrilla public transit system powered by enchanted street art. In a sprawling metropolis, decades from now, breakthroughs in biotechnology offer citizens superpowers far beyond mortal ability. This city is what we call home, has magic all of its own. It is wonder and joy and spirit, and with that spirit, we breathe life into our city together.
All I'm gonna say is I have no fucking clue, but it sounds like a happy BioShock.
It does sound like a happy BioShock. It was between this and Justin from So You Want to Be a DM's homebrew world.
By
But
the
that's
way,
D&D, so we don't
I'm
talk about
going
that
to
one.
just remind you that the cover will be blue.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all.
Is there a game called Graffiti? Because that's what I thought of right away.
That would be a really cool
That's
name
a
for a
good name.
TTRPG. I'm stealing that. That's Graffiti RPG.
Until we write it first.
Yeah,
Is
Great.
this Stardew Valley?
this is not Stardew Valley.
It does feel like Stardew Valley.
At least in the
board game.
beginning, not necessarily the like middle parts, but yeah.
That's true. But there's magic in Stardew Valley. I mean, the wizard,
Yeah, sure.
you know, and the witch. That's
never
the
played.
two instances of
Never
magic I know.
Are we're going?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, did you say Street Magic?
Literally
Caro
have never.
Aspersion.
The name was essentially in the description. It's upsetting.
So
I've
we'll
heard
just
of
start
that.
saying random words from the description.
Rick, are you telling me that you have not heard of this game?
I've never heard of this.
It is an
Like,
indie
sounds rad.
darling. Anyone, like, lots of people talk about this game. It's like a little tiny book.
no one that I've heard talk about it.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
It looks adorable.
Yeah.
And I will add it to my list.
All
yeah,
right,
I'll,
guys.
I'll watch this back later while I'm crying about how bad I did. And I'll also write down all of these games because they all sound great. But
Yeah. I
Yeah.
try to pick
Eventually.
ones that I think would be fun to play. I don't try and pick ones that I feel like, oh, this game sounds like trash. I obviously do this because I want to highlight the indie game space, and I love indie games. So that's why I'm doing
Unless-
this.
unless it's a game about trash, that sounds really fun.
That would also be great. Honestly, I'm here for a trash RPG in a good way.
Hey. Well, no. That's kind of what Pink Security and More is about.
Speak into
True,
the void. Night after night, you sit alone with your thoughts, your music, and a microphone. Whether you come to your radio show with a somber attitude or joyful spirit, You use the music that moves you to etch something fleeting and beautiful into the big empty.
Is it Bard's Tale?
I
It is
saw this
not.
recently.
Boo.
I'm going
Something
to give a
like-
hint.
Okay, good,
Okay.
good. It's purple.
This is a solo RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
I think that's
narrow
why
it
I've seen it.
down.
There's so many.
I think it's like something void radio numbers. Does that seem right?
That is, I will give it to you unless somebody can give me the numbers.
You're giving that to me?
Void radio 1, 2, 3.
Sorry. This is Void 1680 AM.
Hey!
I would have never
Ken
guessed
Lowry.
I think I only remembered that vaguely from when Keisha and I were looking at solo RPGs to play.
Yeah. Also a kind of beloved indie game about building playlists by yourself. So I figured
Yay!
actually
I
Rick
play
and
that game
Caleb would
all the
love it.
time.
Yeah, because I'm really good at that game.
Okay, last one. And I'm sorry for our viewers because evidently
Sorry, this was
I
such a lame.
grabbed the wrong people for this half of the game. The
You
next
did,
half
you
will be
did.
way
Or-
better.
Or you got the wrong games for this group.
Look, I made it rainbow. It's so freaking cool that the backgrounds match. Like, whatever. That was a total. It started out, and I was like, oh, I could keep doing this. And I thought, that's what I was like. I'm in love with my brilliance because I was like, not going to tell you guys that this was a
Sabotage
thing.
by Aaron's brilliance.
No, I wrote Rick something, and I was like, I'm in love with my own brilliance. And they were like, what? And I was like, can't tell you. It was that it was rainbow matching.
Amazing.
All right.
We are ghosts. We are in a house we don't recognize. We have a handful of memories, and these memories are brief moments and flashes of barely something. The living are nearby, and they encroach on our space, making their demands worse. There's a thing in the walls. It is ancient. It is inhuman, hungry, yearning, angry.
Is it Darkest House?
No.
Boo.
No, but that's a good one from Money Cook Games.
Ink.
It's not ink. That would have been too much of a gimme since
Is this
I
called Haunted?
What it was?
You're giving us far too much credit,
there.
Aaron.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you the system that this is written for.
Okay.
It is a system called Belonging Outside of Belonging. It is a diceless and game masterless game.
What?
Never heard of it.
So it's not a game. It's
No, it is a game.
So someone's gonna get real mad at me. It just sounds like Ghosts on CBS.
You have to remember that Kayla and I share one brain cell between the two of us. This is
I
at
think
least
it's been-
like a 4
I
brain
think it's
cell.
been really used a lot this week. The one brain cell's out of commission.
It's true.
So Alana's in the chat and is like, I know this one. And I know Alana
Yeah.
knows this one
Yep.
because it's the game I'm running for them at the end of the month. It's Our Haunt
Oh
by
my god.
Raid
God.
Ninjatis.
I should have known that.
That's adorable.
Read the description
and
of it.
I love that.
All right. Our points
Wow.
stand as follow.
I'm
haven't-
gonna blame Penny because Penny has failed to educate me on these ones. Penny tells me
Penny
about new games
Supposed
all
to
the
be
time.
in this episode.
Oh, see, I would have yeah, absolutely. That would have been so
I crushed it
unfair.
then. Yeah. You're getting
As-
blasted over there, DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Just wait till I cancel their game at 9. Just kidding.
All right. Our points stand as follow. Goose egg for Rick. Goose egg for Kayla. 1 point for DJ.
No, you gave Kayla a point. You gave
Give
You
me
gave
Kayla.
one
Kayla a
point.
point.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
for the
Yeah.
radio jet set
That's
radio.
right.
award.
God.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot to write it down. My bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was Jet Set Radio.
rude.
That was the
Yeah,
game.
that's it.
All right. So this next point, I'm going to give you the name of a game that I have just made up. You are going to take a few minutes. You are going to come up with a setting, a mechanic,
Mhm.
or something else. You're going to pitch me a game based on the title I give you. This is the wishy-washy part. I'm going to pick which one I like best. Chat, please tell me if you have an opinion on whose is best, because I will listen to that.
Sweet. Most of my friends are in chat.
So feel free to let us know. Don't be swayed by who you know. Which game would you actually play? Our first game title is going to be Funktown Fiends. Tell me what game you would pitch me for Funktown Fiends. And while you are thinking about this, I'm going to tell the chat. There are a couple of different metrics that I'm going to use when I am thinking about these, and I'm going to let you guys in on that. And by exception, they're here too, so they get to know as well. One is going to be like setting. Is it a cool setting? Is it a cool mechanic that they give me? Also, how does rainbow fit into the theme? Because that is our theme tonight, because everything is a rainbow. So I forgot to say that earlier, but we were all about theming rainbows. And how does that fit into their game? That's the secret one. And if you had watched the one I did on Proxy's channel, the contestants had to go away when I told the secret stuff. But now they're all here. So they get to know what the secret is.
You sound so disappointed that we're all here.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, they're here.
Rick, you're so competitive, except that when you're not winning, then you're cranky.
I'm not cranky. It's just... You're like, oh, well, these assholes.
What was a really cool mechanic, Alana? Oh, in the other one that I did. Yes, because I could take people away from the stream. That was very nice. However, last few seconds.
I've got like one sentence.
That's more sentences than I have written. I've just been
Okay. Well, Kayla, we're going to start
Rubbing
with
the
you
brain
this
cell.
time.
I'm not
Okay.
ready. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
No,
we're
don't-
going.
Give Kayla time. Give Kayla time.
Okay, DJ, you're going first then.
All right. So Funktown Fiends is a collaborative music TTRPG in which you take on the roles of a group of monster musicians in old Funktown. All right, and so here's the mechanics that I just came up because how many dice are there in a standard set of dice, Aaryn?
9.
9. Okay, good. I didn't know that. But I hoped it was more than 7. The rainbow dice mechanic has you roll a handful of standard dice. Each, so like the standard dice set. So D4 to D20, right?
Yeah.
If all the dice roll the exact same, it's a critical failure. It's just a terrible failure. I know you would think something like that would be a success, but this game isn't about failing, Aaryn. No, if every dice is different, it is going to be a critical success. And the more multiples you have, the worse you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first thing that came to mind. Drew,
I also forgot
I'm
to
killing
mention
your character tonight.
I also forgot to mention that this does not need to be a TTRPG. It can be any sort of game that you want to pitch.
See, that would have been
I'm
good
sorry. I
information
will.
to have up front.
I know there are more games to pitch me. It's fine.
See, because the rainbow dice, each one's different, and you roll.
No, it's great. Rick, how you doing this?
Well, great question. I'm glad you asked. Thank you for having me. I did not just come up with this as I was listening to DJ because you stole all of my ideas, except for the dice. The dice, yeah, I could live with that. So this would be a like 2-person journaling game, and the goal of it is you're going to use tarot cards to create your prompts, similar to other journaling
our
games.
Friend in witchcraft game, got it.
And also, Dead Letter Society and all kinds of other journaling games. But you
just
are
the one that we happen to be playing that you keep forgetting to write me back in. That's the one I'm pointing it out.
Listen. Not talking about that right now.
Okay, fair.
So you use the prompts to come up with song lyrics, and you're like battling back and forth between the two of you because you are Funktown Fiends. You are like devils that are having a music battle back and forth. So yeah.
Okay. Rap battle devils. Got it.
No, it doesn't have to be rap. It could be anything.
That's fine. I'm just teasing you. All right, Kayla, what do you got?
Okay, Funktown Fiends is a kids on bikes game. You are a group of revolutionaries in a city known as Funktown that is under some sort of major change that you decide together as a group before the game starts. What will you do to enact the change you want to see in the world? Each time you enact a major change in your city or group as a movement, you move up in your collaborative revolutionary tier. Once you max this out, you change things for the better and the world is a more peaceful place.
Amazing. Chat,
so when are you running that for the fundraiser?
Yeah. Chat, you got some opinions. I want to hear them. Now, I think these are all great ideas. And obviously, I did not come up with the names of these games seconds before we went live or seconds before we got on this. Yes.
Absolutely not.
These are all like super thought out, and I had lots of thoughts about what kind of game it would be myself, as in none.
Chat, listen, chat. And this is me telling you and pleading with you. Who doesn't want to just take a handful of dice and roll them on a table?
But you could just do that anyway.
Yeah, you could. I do it all the time, but with purpose. It's
something that you can win.
Something you can win.
So I am going to say that all three of you had mechanics of a game. So I appreciate that. That is a check mark for all of you. All of you had some setting elements, which is great. Some were more rainbowy than others.
One of them being rainbowy.
And so I think we're going to come down to the fact that it met my rainbow criteria, even kind of abstractly.
The criteria you told us halfway through.
Right, thanks.
Okay, anytime you can tie a rainbow into one of these games, do it. We're about to start a Pride fundraiser, and this was my way of signaling to that.
New to me. I had no
Well,
idea.
and the theme of that fundraiser is revolution.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's the most rainbow of all the games.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am going to be giving this point to DJ.
Yes. My mom's going to be so proud when I tell her about all these things she doesn't understand.
I know. She's going to be like, your little friends think it's so great. All right. The next one is called...
Oh, we're doing it again? Oh, fuck.
Oh, yes.
Okay. We have...
Oh, no.
More anxiety.
Yep. This one is called The Most Dangerous Cuisine.
Oh, that's
And
adorable.
it doesn't have to be an actual game.
Well, it has to be a game, but it could be a board game. It could be a video game. It could be a playground game. It could be whatever you want it to be, as long as it's something gamey.
Does this one have to have rainbow in it as well?
Yeah, if you can put it in, it's gonna count towards your points.
Okay. This is really stupid. I'm sorry. This is gonna be so dumb. This is gonna be the worst thing I've ever written down. I don't even know if I need to write this one down, but I'm going to.
Oh yeah,
Giving them a little bit of time.
Nope. I'm good. I'm good.
Feel free to throw all of your vitriol and not liking their games into the chat to really boost their confidence.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
they're all shitting on DJ. It's fine.
But I heard that they were all DJ's friends in the
Where are our friends?
Our friends are right
unfortunately,
here.
I also
I
forgot
mean in
to
the chat,
remind our
though.
Discord.
Yeah.
They're a
All of my
captive
friends are
audience.
just right here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right,
Lana.
Rick, we're starting with you.
Cool. So the most dangerous cuisine. I wasn't creative with this. It's just D&D. But you're gonna be doing like a dungeon crawl, and you have to fight through the rainbow of foods. And as you progress through the rainbow, it gets more and more difficult till you get to the final boss monster, which is the most dangerous cuisine. And will it eat you? Who knows?
Are you the most dangerous cuisine, or are you eating the?
No, you're fighting them
Okay,
you're
but
fighting
then how is
and
how,
eating them.
Oh, okay, and eating them.
Because if you don't eat them, they eat you. That's why it's dangerous.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's
You're welcome.
following that up?
Oh, I got this. It's terrible, but I got this. The most
Okay,
dangerous cuisine. So this is actually a game show on the Food Network. And I'm pitching this to you guys right now. It's a great idea. This game consists of 7 teams, each of them representing a different color. And in this, they must make the most dangerous foods that you can imagine, such as making sushi rolls out of pufferfish that they cut themselves.
Oh my god.
That's it. That's the whole game.
I kind of like it. I'd watch it.
It's like
then-
Deadliest Catch, but
But
Yeah.
then somebody has to try it.
oh yeah. Somebody has to eat it.
I feel like that's gonna be a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, well,
That's totally
you know,
fine.
in this Hunger Games society that we've set up, I think it would fly.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, Kayla, let's hear your most
Okay,
dangerous cuisine.
Mine is a board game. The most dangerous cuisine. So you are a critter that loves to cook. Unfortunately, you are mere hours away from the big rainbow festival that happens every year, and you need to prepare a luxurious spread for the festival goers. You move around the board and make each type of food that relates 1 to the 7 colors of the rainbow. Beware, though, because the hungry festival critters will eat your creations before you finish them. The first person to complete their rainbow of foods wins.
That's Kayla.
Yeah.
I vote for Kayla on that.
As soon as I
one.
heard that, I was like, yeah, we lost this one.
No, that's really good. I'm gonna give it to Kayla.
yeah.
I know you're all
Yay!
shocked.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is called Meteor Mission from Mars.
Why am I writing down the title? Like that is something I need to read out. It wastes time.
It helps. I don't know.
I mean, then whenever you're writing other stuff, if you forget the name, you have it right there.
Yeah. Oh man. So face. I'm sorry.
My wife just yawned, and it sounded like one of those train whistles. It was very alarming.
I should have some like Jeopardy music now so that we have a
You
little
should.
bit of.
And then we'd have like a timer, you know?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, it is Meteor like the second one. No, but
that's what I thought too.
Hang on, let's see if I can find a little
Nice.
I'm not gonna play it all the way through, but you get a few seconds of this to think.
Oh man.
The faces are so good.
I got one sentence like rapid fire, and then I just totally spaced on the rest of the concept.
It's because of the music, isn't it? The music messed it up.
Even before that, though.
Okay. Goodbye, music. You're out of here. Rick, are you being really still or are you frozen?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah,
I think they're frozen.
They are frozen, yeah.
Are they? Sorry.
No, I wasn't frozen. I was just
Yeah.
my brain cell.
No, you are frozen.
Yeah.
Look on my screen, please.
I just have to move.
And also mastered ventriloquism.
Wait. Oh my gosh. Drew just said, is it Meteor or Meteor?
Yeah.
It's Meteor.
Okay, good.
Oh, that was several minutes ago.
Listen, I'm focused.
All right. We're going to give them like 10 more seconds to wrap up their ideas. And Kayla, this time, you're going to start us off.
Great, because mine's definitely the worst. So that's awesome.
Rick is really having some frozen issues, so we'll come to them last.
I mean, I think we could hear them when they were talking, but we couldn't.
Because on my screen, like, you all keep away.
Yeah, you're like cutting it out too.
Well,
I think connection issue.
It's just you. Might need to pop back in and pop back.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait.
I mean, it's been storming here, so.
Oh, that explains it.
There it goes. I think it caught up.
Like,
I think it finally caught up.
Super good.
Yeah.
All right, Kayla. All that extra distraction.
Here we go. Meteor mission from Mars. This is the concept. You are queer aliens from Mars being sent to Earth to learn about new technology. That's it. That's all I got. That's the game.
First of all,
Rainbow.
Wonderful. Like,
I got
link there because Meteor mission from Mars. You play as astronauts attempting to guide an asteroid from Mars to Earth. The astronauts are also fabulously gay. This is a board game where the players are fighting against the game master in an antagonistic shoots and ladders type play style using a D6. So how this works is you roll a D6, your game master rolls a D12. You get pushed off course by the game master if the game master rolls higher than you, and they have the advantage because they are rolling a D12.
I like that.
So that's it. That's the game.
Well, I described it and I set the tone and you built it. So
yeah.
We can share the point.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Fair.
Rick, let's
I got nothing.
I have an Aussie too.
We're house sitting this one.
Great. No, nothing?
Yeah, no, I have nothing. Like, just pass.
Oh.
No.
We gotta hear something.
I did not get anything written because it was a mess. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So, with
sounds
that,
like this one goes to TJ.
We are gonna give
Never
this
won
point
anything
to
in my
TJ.
life.
Although I will give a half a point to Kayla.
Yay!
So, but it gets to the same fact that DJ wins our second ever official Game That Name. And Kayla, you are the second runner-up, and Rick is the third runner-up.
The third runner-up out of 3 with no points. Yep. Bragging rights.
Rick, you did great. You were the moral support of this hypothetical trio of players. And listen, you know who the real winner is? The real winner is the person that is going to receive the blood that you donated. So,
facts.
That is true.
It was
also
still
same difference, right? But you know what? Who the real winners are the people who watch this and look up those games that I just all showed you. Also, please remember that we are in the last couple days of the Babies and Broadswords Kickstarter, and we wrote a game, and we would love you for you to play it. And you can find it on, maybe if I can hit the right buttons, I could make that go.
Nice.
Yes. But thank you to my wonderful players. I'm going to have them give you their socials and whatnot, and then we're going to wrap this Game That Name up. We'll start with Caleb because Rick put their finger on their nose.
That's fair. I went first in the beginning anyways, so. Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm from Potions and Potpourri, the casual chat D&D/TTRPG podcast. You can find us on all the socials at Potions and Potpourri. Me and my gal pal Keisha just talk about a lot of nerdy stuff and give you like tips and advice and things. We've also played some indie solo RPGs on our show. So if you want to listen to some cool solo games, then go find us over there. I'm also on Even Putting Games a lot, and I was occasionally on Hammer of the Gods before that was done.
All right, DJ, take it away.
Hi, I'm DJ. I'm the co-host of One Shots Tavern, a TTRPG podcast where we do things. I don't know. I usually have a partner who says the other half. You can find us anywhere the podcasts are distributed and on YouTube. It's One Shots Tavern, anywhere and everywhere. We have an actual play called The Eye of the Tyrant, in which I run a cipher game. And the worst part about the first question that we answered is I just double checked just to make sure I own this game. I own no one. So yeah, thank you guys for cheering me on and all of the kind things you've said in the comments. I really appreciate it all.
Amazing. And Rick, take us home.
Yeah, I'm Rick. I live here. That's just who I am at this point. I'm also the game master for the Hammer of the Gods podcast, where 2 out of the 3 people on the screen have been frequent players. And yeah, that's me.
Maybe you could also really quickly shout out a big fundraiser thing that you and Kayla have been working on like nonstop for the past 2 weeks.
Kayla, do you want to talk about that? Because
me?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So starting tomorrow, the 15th, our huge Pride fundraiser for. Fuck. Great. That's great. Because I was gonna post all of our stuff tomorrow, so I can go change all that. Yay! I have time.
Tomorrow.
The 15th on Wednesday, May 15th. Our huge Pride fundraiser is starting. It is raising money for the Trans Empowerment Project, which is a nonprofit organization that helps trans folks of all kind get care that they need in their communities. And they said that they really needed help with funding, and Rick and I, sharing the brain cell that we share, both had this idea at the same time, and Rick got it started much faster than me, but now we've got this thing together and we are super excited to present it to the world. We have so many, almost 100 different creators helping us on this at this point. And we are really excited to present it to you guys. So catch us on all the social medias and find all the links and donate some stuff.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you all
Who
for
are we raiding?
joining. I was actually not going to raid because I am going to be playing in just a few
we should-
minutes.
There.
We should rate.
Gotta keep
our
the audience here.
co-fundraising
That makes sense.
because they are
Oh.
streaming.
Sure. Whoever that is, you could absolutely do that. I am also
Okay.
going to be playing Hades 2 in about 10 minutes. So,
Great.
whatever.
Stick around for more games.
I will fight time. Kill time by killing time.
Fight time.
Fight it every time.
Yep.
I'm so glad today's the 13th and not the 14th. Wow.
I could have swore today was the 14th. Yep, no.
No wonder I
13th.
didn't get. No wonder I didn't get paid today.
Oh,
Makes
Oh.
sense.
I think we just cleared. So,
Yeah, you just. Yep.
yeah.
Yay.